Hello everybody. Welcome to Staring Down the Darkness. I'm Danny. This is going to be a little bit of a different video today, and I hope you'll bear with me. I didn't go to work today. The reason I didn't go to work today is I was up all night last night. I couldn't sleep. Now, I'm out of my medicine. If you remember before, a couple of videos ago, I said one of the things you need to do to take care of yourself is you need to keep taking your medicine, because if you're ever withdrawing off of it, it is not something you want to go through. It is not something you want to go through. I had the shakes all day. So, why am I out of my medicine? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, the money didn't last long enough off this paycheck to be able to pick it up in time. Mostly at my job, I work retail, as I've told you before. Mostly I work for healthcare. I get very little after healthcare and taxes and that kind of thing are taken out of my check. I have a number of different medical issues. I have type 2 diabetes. I have diverticulitis. I have something that they've just called abdominal migraines, which means I'll go through spells where I'll just throw up for no reason and feel like death for about 12 hours out of the blue, and then I'll be okay. I have various medical bills that I have to pay on top of student loans, on top of car payment. Well, not necessarily car payments, but there are car payments, but there are car repair payments that have been ballooning recently to the tune of thousands of dollars. And so unexpected things like that. Sometimes life hits you with a sledgehammer and you just can't freaking get up in time to get everything taken care of. Today I feel like I've been hit by a sledgehammer. So last night I felt sleepy. I was sitting in a recliner and I felt sleepy and I started to nod off. And I also have something called restless leg syndrome, if anybody knows or has heard of what that is. What that basically means is whenever I'm lying on my back, especially if I start to relax, get tired, or start to feel like I'm going to doze off, one or the other of my legs will jerk violently and wake me up. Even if I fall asleep, my leg will jerk to the point of waking me back up. There's another thing, they don't know what causes it. They don't know, I've heard all the remedies, from cut out caffeine to drink this green concoction to put lavender under your pillow at night. All these things, nothing has worked for me. So anyway, I felt tired, and then the restless leg kicked in, and I thought, well, I'm tired. I'm going to try to go to bed and go to sleep. I could not get comfortable. I tossed and I turned. Now, one of the other things that I have, diabetes type 2, one of the other medicines that I'm out of is my insulin, because insulin is expensive. So I have something called metformin that I take to try to keep my blood sugar low. I usually take it sometimes if my blood sugar is really high, I'll take it with the insulin, but most of the time I just save it for the occasions where maybe I'm out of insulin. But here's the thing about metformin. In a lot of people's cases, it tears your stomach to pieces. Now, I already have a bad stomach. I already have the puking disease. So, you get to the point where then you're by the bathroom for the rest of the night. You can't get comfortable. Your stomach hurts. Your body's restless. You feel like you're in a car. You feel like you're a car with the engine with a brick on the accelerator and it being slammed in park. And, your whole body's just revving, but you can't go anywhere and you can't make it stop. So, sitting up, watching television, going to the bathroom. About 6 o'clock this morning, I just said, okay, I'm going to text my managers and tell them I'm not going to be there today. Now, I have no PTO left, so today I don't get paid. I don't have time off, sick time, anything like that, because I have these episodes a lot, and I have health issues a lot. I have depressive issues a lot. So I have times when I have to use my PTO. Well, it was gone by the first half of the year. And so, now you call out, you don't get money. So you feel like you need to force yourself to go in. Here's why I didn't force myself to go in today. Number one, I had no sleep. I don't have a lot of patience anymore with random people that I don't know on a just random basis. If we're talking about something and we're having a one-on-one connection, that's one thing. But if it's just some random person coming up and yammering at me, I can't do it. I don't have that kind of energy for people most of the time, especially when I'm like this. And I knew that leaving this house today would be a bad idea. Everything at work was going to cause me stress and anxiety. The expectations put on me by managers, the numbers they expect me to make, the experience they expect me to give a customer, the experience the customer expects me to get from me. All of this was things that I could not provide today. I did not have that in my tank to offer to anybody. So I didn't go to work. Now, do I feel bad about that? I have depression. Duh. I feel bad about everything. I feel bad about not being there. I feel like I'm letting my employer down. I feel like I'm letting my coworkers down. But I can't let that make my decision and bring me to work today. Because if I had gone to work today, I more than likely would have been going home fired, because I don't have it in me to give anybody. I didn't want to do this video today. I kicked it around a lot because this has taken a lot out of me too. But the reason I'm doing it is because if I didn't show you and open up and show you what this is like when you have these episodes, I'm not doing you any good. I'm not doing me any good, and I'm not being real with you folks. You have to be able to see this side of it. Now, I know there's naysayers out there that's going to go, oh, you could have bucked it up and stuck it out for a few hours. Go away. You have no idea. I know there's going to be people that say, hey, just a couple of days, Sunday was your last dose. It doesn't take, it takes longer than that for the medicine to get out of your system. You can't feel that bad. Go away. You have no idea. So when I finally fell asleep at about 7:30 this morning out of just pure exhaustion, I slept about 3 hours. And when you're off your meds, you get these really intense, really vivid, really exhausting dreams. I'm not talking about nightmares. I'm talking about the kind of dream that when I woke up 3 hours later, I was disoriented, I was foggy, it was hard to determine what was real and what wasn't. It took me about 2 hours to feel like I was back in the land of the living. It's what I sometimes call dream residue. And I was covered in it when I woke up, to the point where if I had walked outside, I probably would have gotten lost if I had wandered off. It's disorienting and it's exhausting. These are the times when the people you love will either understand you and they will support you and love you, or they will go into another room, or they will leave the house, or they will avoid you. And you don't even realize some of the things you say when you're talking, because your brain is not operating at full capacity. All you're doing is reacting. If I went outside this house today and somebody looked at me the wrong way, or somebody said the wrong thing, they would probably get the full force of my pent-up aggression. And that's a dangerous thing. That's why I'm inside today. I don't have the capacity to hold back on days like this. You know, the old, I wish somebody would. That's the PG version of it. I try to keep it as family friendly here as I can. But today I wish somebody would. And I'm gonna stay inside so nobody does. I'm sweating, I'm shaking, I'm revved up. My brain is misfiring. I haven't cried once. But this is depression. And this is what it's like. On the bad days, on the days when you have to choose between food and medicine, when you have to choose between work and self-preservation. This is what it's like. When you look at somebody in the eye and you don't even know if they're in there. I have no idea how the rest of today is going to go. I know that my goal is to try to sleep at some point and to go to work tomorrow at some point. That's my plan. That's my goal. Between now and then, it's just a matter of trying to get to that goal. Take care of yourselves. Set aside money for medicine, for things you need. Look after yourself. You don't want to be here where I am right now at any point in your life. there's still people out there that think depression is not real. Go away. You have no idea. Take care of yourselves, people. I'll be back. You matter. It will get better. You will get through it. I am going to get through it. Be strong. We're fighters. Don't you ever freaking give up.